Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things. And today I have my if I could only keep one drugstore item video. I believe the keep one videos were started by Kelly Gooch. I did get inspired to do the drugstore version when I saw Samantha March's video. This actually wasn't too hard for me to do. I feel like I have a lot of really good drugstore makeup. I have everything I'm going to talk about on my face today. So if you want to see my only keep one from the drugstore video, then keep on watching. Let's go. I'm not even going to do this in a specific order. I'm just going to grab out of the bag and we can talk about what I talk about. So for lip products, I did actually pick like one of each category. So I picked like a lip liner, a lip gloss, a lipstick, and a liquid lipstick instead of just picking one lip product because I felt like it made more sense just to keep one of each. So let's talk lip liner. So for lip liner, I chose the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in the shade Bear to Comment. I think this is one of the creamiest formulas, and I do actually really love that it's a retractable because then it just makes it so much easier. You don't have to worry about sharpening it, and these are so cheap. I think these are $2, and it's a really, really good formula for $2. So this is the lip liner I would keep. Next product we can talk about is the setting spray I used today. I'm sure this isn't going to come as a surprise to many of you, but I went with the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Fixing Spray. This is my third bottle of this, and I'm getting really far down there. This just does such a good job at just making everything sit, and like all the powders melt in together and everything just sits so well when I use this. And I feel like Catrice is always on sale at Ulta too. Like I feel like you could always buy this half price. And I know the last time I stocked up and bought like 4 bottles of this. So got a lot of these in my backup drawer. Okay, next we can talk about the highlighter I'm wearing. It is this. This is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Palette. I have the first shade on today, and it's just a beautiful highlighter. Like, I don't know what else to say besides that. This formula is so unique. Like, I don't know how to, I don't know. It's just so stinking beautiful. Like, look at that. Yeah, I'm so good at describing things. But yes, my only complaint about this palette is I don't really get the brush. I wish it was just like this size and didn't have this whole giant section for a brush. But other than that, like, it's perfect. And with this, you can have 3 different colors in your collection and not just one highlighter. Okay, next we can talk about the lip gloss I'm wearing. This is from ColourPop. This is one of their Kathleen Lights collabs in Moonchild. And I decided to pick this because not only is it a lip gloss that has a little bit of actual opacity, but it does have the tiniest bit of shimmer to it. So it's a lip gloss that I don't feel like I necessarily always need to layer up. That's one of my issues with a lot of lip glosses is I feel like when I put lip gloss on a lot, I always feel like, oh, I should put a lip liner on. When I wear this one, I don't have that feeling. So I like that I feel like I can layer it like I'm wearing today, or I can wear it on its own. Okay, we can talk about the mascara I'm wearing today. I am very picky when it comes to mascara, so this one wasn't necessarily the easiest for me. It's not a super cheap drugstore mascara, but it is my favorite I found at the drugstore so far, and that is the Pixie Lash Lift Mascara. I got this in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, but it's 2 parts. So you have this larger part, which I feel like does a really good job of coating the lashes, and then you have a smaller part up here, which helps just, you know, spread out any clumping that may have happened. And you can also, if you want, use it on your lower lashes. So I feel like this is kind of very unique in that way, and I really like the way it looks when I wear it. Next, we can talk bronzer. Bronzer was so hard. Out of all the categories, bronzer was the hardest for me to narrow down, and that's because the drugstore has great bronzers. Like, all of my favorite bronzers are from the drugstore, and the one I wound up going with kind of was a surprise to me. So I wound up going with the BH Cosmetics Brilliance Bronzer. So this is a satin finish bronzer, and it just looks so nice on my skin. So, like, I don't know, I didn't want something too shimmery, I didn't want something too matte, I want something kind of like right in the middle, and I feel like this is just such a good bronzer. And the shade I do have is Golden Gal, so it was hard to make this decision, but this is what I went with in the end. We can talk about the liquid lipstick I also have on my lips today. I have quite a lip combination on. This is something I talk about all the time. This is the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip in all natural nude. Fantastic formula, very velvet, not drying on the lips at all. This color is just beautiful. I'm sure it's not surprising that all my lip choices are very nude, but this is my favorite liquid lipstick at the drugstore. We can talk foundation. Again, I'm sure this is not going to surprise any of you, but I went with the L'Oreal Pro Glow. Absolute favorite. I have the shades 201 and 202. I'm wearing 202 today. I literally have backups of both of these shades. This is my all-time favorite foundation. I always feel like my skin looks so perfect whenever I wear this foundation. I cannot imagine a foundation ever topping this foundation for me. Even the foundations I really, really do love, none of them I love as much as Pro Glow. Let's talk eyeshadow. So this one was obviously hard because, you know, if I can only keep one eyeshadow palette, I wanted it to have a lot of options too, but I don't know if this is going to surprise anyone. I'm guessing not. I went with the Dream Street palette from ColourPop because you can do something very neutral and simple like what I'm wearing today, but there also are a couple pops of color. The colors just, no matter what, I always come out with an eye look I like with this palette. I've never ever had issues. I don't know if you can tell, but so, like the brand, a couple of the darker shades are honestly like having dips in them. I very rarely make like dips in my eyeshadow. Like this is one I use a lot, and I think that if I could only keep one, this one would be the one I would keep. Let's talk powder. So I did decide to go with a loose powder and a pressed powder because I use them for two different things. So for me, they're two different products. So for a loose powder, I did wind up going with the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. This is a really good loose powder. I am really down there in this powder. Like, even though it's not a lot left as far as this jar goes, I'm sure it's going to take me forever to get through, but this is a great loose powder from the drugstore. I used it to set my under eyes and all the center of my face. Then let's talk pressed powder while we're on powder. I wanted something that I could use to both, you know, either set my makeup a little or use on its own, and that's why I went with the JKissa powder, because this is a powder that I can either, you know, just set my makeup a little with or just wear completely on its own as its own foundation. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1. I today used Ivory to just lightly set my face. I did not go in too hard with it since I already had a pretty good coverage foundation on, but this would definitely be the pressed powder I would keep. Let's talk brows. So the brow pencil that I would 100% keep is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. This formula, let me tell you, I was out of this formula and I just used it for the first time again today since I just bought a backup, and I forgot how much. No, I didn't forget how much, but like I remembered how much I really love this pencil. It's a very different formula than anything else I own, and I feel like the longevity on this product is crazy compared to some high-end ones. This really does last all day, and it just, I don't know. I don't understand how other higher end pencils don't have the wear time that this thing has. Let's talk one last lip product, lipstick. I went with this. This is the Almay Lip Vibes in Go Wild. This is like one of my babies. This is a baby. I love this. Like, it's so easy to just to add a little like color, a little extra moisture. It's just, it is my favorite lipstick right now, 100%. Definitely loving it. Okay, let's talk what I use to prime my face today. So when I get ready for work, I don't use like a regular primer. I always just use something to spray with because it's faster and I'm usually in a rush in the morning. So I went with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Coconut 3-in-1 Priming Water. I love this stuff. I absolutely loved the Smashbox Coconut Water, and they only had that for a limited time, and the fact that I've been able now to replace it with this from the drugstore has been one of the greatest things. Let's talk concealer. Concealer was the other one that was hard for me along with bronzer because there's so many good ones that are drugstore priced. But I decided to go with this. This is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage, and that's because this is my third one of these. Like, I really like this. I don't like not having it in my collection. I feel like going through two full of ones, and I just took this out of my backup drawer and put it on today for the first time in a while, and it solidified that, yes, I absolutely love this concealer. For brow gel, I really like clear brow gel. So of all the drugstore affordable brow gels there are out there, I went with ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. Honestly, like, it doesn't do exactly what Anastasia's does. I feel like Anastasia's more sets, whereas this is more like fills, like makes them look more full. I don't know how to explain, but I've never had a clear brow gel do what this one does, especially at the drugstore price level. For eyeliner, I'm kind of bummed that this is my favorite because I think this was a limited edition product and I don't think you can get it anymore. So this is the e.l.f. and JKissa eyeliner that they did together. It's this like blue shade, but I don't know, it almost doesn't like look super blue in your waterline. It's a very unique shade of blue, but the actual formula of this is so good. I don't know if e.l.f. this is like a normal e.l.f. formula or not. Let me know if you guys know. If not, I would really love to see them come out with a whole line of this actual formula because it's a very, very good eyeliner. I like it a lot. Okay, and our last product is blush. This one was also hard, not as hard as other categories, but you know, there's a lot of good options at the drugstore. And my final thinking was I wanted something a little subtler to choose, so that way I could go with a lighter blush or I could build it up to the intensity that I wanted. I feel like that was a good option. So for that, I went with this. This is the Essence Satin Blush in Satin Coral. It's a very, very pretty blush, but like I said, this is one that you can go in very light or kind of build it up to a more of an intensity that you want. So that is why I chose that one. And that is all for this video. Let me know if you guys could only choose one from the drugstore. What are the products you guys would choose? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. Also, let me know if you want me to do this in some other format. If there's some other only keep one type of video you'd like to see, let me know. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!